welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss.Pennelope and I'm a third year medical student at Wits University, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, I'm so very excited to be shooting this video now. I'm so very excited to be facing this camera, making this video, making this content for you guys, because I've been putting it away. I've been procrastinating on this, but by God's grace we are here. So yeah guys, don't mind the sound because I think there are buses operating because I stay on campus, but yeah, I hope that you can still hear me even with the noise. But yeah, so back to the content of today. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about how I made it into medicine, why I chose medicine, and everything around that. Yeah, I really don't know where to start. Hey, I don't know where to start, but all I can say is that medicine was never my first option. I never wanted to be a doctor from a young age. I've never heard myself say I want to be a doctor in primary or even high school, grade 10, grade 11. I've never. You know, there are those people who really love medicine from the bottom of their heart, that they really want to be doctors. From a young age, they've really wanted to be doctors. From when they were in primary, they want to be doctors. They want to pursue a career in medicine. And well, I want to be honest, I was never one of them. But instead, I wanted to pursue a career in accounting science. I actually wanted to be a CA. And to think of it, I remember in grade 8, we were told to actually stand up and tell the whole class which career path we want to pursue after grade 12. And everyone was like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a nurse. And I stood up and I was like, I want to be a CA. And to think of it, I was the only one who mentioned that career field in my class, and that really made me feel special. I feel like that is why the idea of being a CA was reinforced within me, because people really didn't know about this career. At my school, people really didn't know about this career. They didn't know much about it in grade 8 or 7. Yeah, and that really made me feel special, guys. I don't want to lie. But to think of it, during that time, during those years, I didn't really understand what CAs do. I don't want to lie. But the idea that this like a good career, it's not many people know about it. I'm the only one who actually really know about it at this school or in my class, made me really feel special. But I didn't know what CAs do. But the question is, where did I really get this idea of becoming a CA? Like, how did I know about chartered accountants? How? So what happened was, like, I have an older sister. So my older sister used to bring magazines home, and in those magazines there'll be people explaining about their careers, how they became chemical engineers, how they became civil engineers, how they became chartered accountants. And when I paged through and when I read about those women who were actually CAs, I would see them wearing nice suits, high heels, cute afros, and they'd be looking good, and I'd be like, girl, that's you, that's the future you. Actually, like, the idea of becoming a CA was really fascinating. Like, I loved the idea, how they looked. And when I read the article, when I read everything, I was really impressed. I was interested actually, but I didn't really know the inside of it and what they actually do. But yeah, I wanted to be a CA, like for real. I wanted to be a CA. So what happened was, so in grade 8, so from grade 8 I was promoted to grade 10. So my school promoted me from grade 10 to grade 10. That means I didn't do grade 9. Yeah. So when they promoted me, my school principal actually chose a stream for me, which was to do physics and accounting. So at my school, when you choose the science stream, you take physical science with geography and life science and maths. So my principal chose the physical science, and there was a stream whereby you could do physical science, accounting, life science, and maths. That's what my principal actually chose for me. I didn't choose that for myself, but that was actually a blessing in disguise, because I wanted to be a CA, so accounting would be like a great start for me. I know requirements for accounting science, you don't need accounting, but I mean, yeah. So I did accounting, and I loved accounting. I feel like that is what really made me actually stick to the fact that I want to be a chartered accountant, because I really loved accounting. And in grade 11, I was really good at accounting, guys. I was very good at accounting, to a point where I would get all the marks in a test. Like, I would get total. Basically, that's how much I loved accounting, and that motivated me. Like, I was like, I want to be a CA, I want to be a chartered accountant, guys. I want to do this, even though I didn't know much about it. So in grade 11, I feel like that's when we started talking about careers. That's when we started thinking about careers. I mean, me and my peers, and yeah, and all my peers would be like, they want to be doctors, and I stick to the fact that I want to be a CA. And when I got home, I'll tell my late brother, Mom, I want to be a CA. Like, Mama, I want to be a CA. And my mom wanted me to be a doctor, guys. Like, my mom wanted her daughter to be a doctor. Like, that's what she wanted. And I was really disappointing her. You know, she had that mentality, do what you want, but that's what I want for you. I want you to be a doctor, but you can choose what you want. But deep down, she knew she wanted me to be a doctor, even though she's giving me options to do what I want. So yeah, so came grade 12. So in grade 12, that's when reality actually hit. That's when I had to actually apply to universities. That's when I actually had to make a decision. And that's when I actually started doing much research about this accounting career. And that's when the idea of becoming a doctor actually clicked. Like, that's when it came into the whole picture that, what about I actually embark on a career in medicine? Like, what about that? But I was like, Penny, you want to be a CA, like, stick to what you want. But also the fact that people around me were encouraging me to be a doctor. I remember this other day I asked my friend, one of my closest friends, that, friend, do you see me as a CA or a doctor? And she was like, I see you as a doctor. Like, everyone wanted me to be a doctor, guys. I was the only one who wanted to do this accounting thing. Like, I just felt like I was the only one who wanted it. Everyone wanted me to be a doctor. But cool, I decided to do more research on it, and I started interviewing. My research was not Google based, so I didn't do research on Google. I already did that a long time ago, so, and it didn't give me the information that I wanted. So I started asking people who are actually in this career field. I had a cousin who was doing accounting science here at Vet, and I also had a cousin who was doing medicine. So, you know, I would call them often, you know, this account, like whenever I don't understand something, I would call them. I actually asked them. That's when I actually got to understand the inside of this accounting science career. That's when I actually got to understand that choosing a career is not all about like what you actually love. You have to look at job opportunities, and you have to look at the fact that, will you actually succeed in that career? Will you thrive? Will it bring the best version of you? Basically, that's when I started understanding choosing a career and everything around it. So I asked my cousin about this. She explained to me that in order for you to, that's when I found out, in order for you to be a CA, you have to do the degree, I don't know, you're doing the honors, and then after honors you have to work for like 2 years or what, then you have to write articles, board exams, like it all the complications around the accounting science career. That's when I actually found out about them. And then when I compared it to medicine, and the fact that people actually, like, guys, it's not like I was listening to people, but I was trying to, like, I didn't know what to do. Actually, I didn't know what I want myself. Like, I was confused. But so I had to get guidance from my closest family, had to get guidance from my teachers, and yeah. And then when I compared the accounting science career with medicine was actually a good career to embark on. And I remember we did a take a girl child to work kind of thing at school, and then I actually went to a hospital job, shadowed doctors, and actually saw what doctors really do. And I feel like that actually gave me all the motivation to actually consider medicine as a career. But I still had this love for accounting science. I was like, you know, I know it's a long journey, and my mom used to say, Penny, not many people become CAs. Many people start this career wanting to become CAs, but they drop off on the way. They actually end up doing tax things, becoming accountants, just not chartered accountants. Like, they don't reach the end goal. And I was like, but I will reach the end goal. If you want something, you do it. Like, I was like, I will reach the end goal. But yeah, it was still inside of me, but medicine was actually a wow. Now I was like, what about medicine? But also I was like, accounting science. So when I was applying, I was advised to put medicine as my first choice in almost all my applications. So yeah, I made sure that I applied to almost all universities in South Africa that actually offer medicine. Not all of them, but almost all of them. And then I actually put medicine as my first option and then accounting science as my second option, because at that moment I felt like medicine is what I felt comfortable in, even though it wasn't really my first option, and even though I never really loved it, and I'm not sure if I loved it at that point. Just going to it because it has a lot of advantages, and yeah, I was not really sure, but I just put it as my first option, and then I put accounting science as my second option because I still loved accounting science. As much as there were negative talks about it, like I was not encouraged to do it, I still loved it. So that's how I applied. And then I applied to a lot of universities, guys. I really applied, and then I kept calm. I really relaxed. I told myself that don't worry, you'll cross the bridge once you get there. What you have to do right now is to really study hard so that you keep your options open, so that you don't be in a situation whereby you're not doing medicine because you don't qualify for it, or you're not doing accounting because you don't qualify for it because of your matric results. So work hard so that you don't worry about your results closing gates for you, basically. So I didn't want that to be one of my worries, so I decided to study and work hard, and then yeah, wrote my final examinations, waited for my results, and then I think my results came back in February, because I did matric in 2020, so it was COVID times and all that, and we got our results on the 28th of a month end. I don't remember when, but it was towards the end of February. And then yeah, when my results came, guys, vets responded first before I actually got my results. It responded, and I was accepted in medicine and accounting science and pharmacy. All the careers that I've applied for, I got acceptance in them. I was so happy. And then when I went to fetch my results at school, I got a response from UCT and UP. So those were the universities that actually responded me first. And actually those, I was happy because those were the universities that I actually wanted. That's where I actually wanted to go. I wanted to go, my first option was vets, then UP. UCT was not really an option for me because it's far, and I felt like my social life won't really be that good that side, and it's just far away from home, guys. It was just far away from home. I just couldn't do Cape Town. So I was like, being in Gauteng is better than being in the Western Cape. And so when they responded, so all those universities accepted me in medicine. I was so happy. And also accounting science, but except UP, because UP I applied for medicine and then BSc as my second option. But then universities that actually responded me during that period gave me medicine and accounting science as an option. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy, and yeah, I was so happy, but the confusion came back. Like I feel like that was a period whereby I was the most confused person on earth. I was very confused. I didn't know what to choose now. The thought of loving accounting science came back because it was that thing, yeah, I can make it, even though it's difficult, even though it's a long journey, I can still do it. But then the thought of medicine also crossed my mind, that what if I go for accounting science and then I regret it? Because I really like, medicine is an option for me right now. Like, I was so confused after getting my matric results, guys, but the people around me really encouraged me to go into medicine. Like, they pushed me. You see where I am now. I was pushed by the people around me. I was pushed by my parents. I was pushed by my sisters, by my teachers. Everyone around me pushed me to where I am right now. So it was that thing, yeah, where, because I don't know what to do. I gave my parents the platform to decide for me. I was like, I don't know what to do. But my mom was like, do what you want to do, baby girl. Do what you want to do. But I like medicine for you. She wanted me to do medicine. Like, I could see through her eyes that she really wants this badly. But she doesn't want to force me into doing what I don't want. And my dad, guys, it was that thing, yeah, I was so shocked because my dad has never involved himself into my studies. Like, my dad has never spoken to me about careers before. But right now, he was fighting. It was like he was fighting. You're going to do medicine, Wena. This and that. It was like he was really fighting that I'm going to do medicine and I'm going to vets. it was like I don't have a choice to him. It was like I don't have a choice. And in my heart, I looked at both of them, my family, actually not both of them, my whole family. I looked at my sisters, the way they were so encouraging this. Actually, it was only my first sister who was like, do accounting science, because she's more into corporate and she's more, yeah. So she was like, if you love it, I love accounting science for you, this and that. But because I have 3 sisters, but my other sisters and my parents were like, medicine this, medicine that. So I was like, you know what, I'll do medicine. That I just made an impulsive decision, just like that. There, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna register at vet, I'm going to do medicine. So yeah, me being here, guys, me being here is because of the decision that I was influenced by the people around me, by my parents and my siblings, by my teachers and my school principal. It was just like that, and I feel like I'm happy where I am. I don't regret making this decision. I don't regret coming into medicine. As much as medicine was not my first option, as much as I didn't see myself as a doctor, right now I'm happy and I actually see myself as a doctor now. And I'm proud to even say I don't see myself anywhere else. I don't see myself even doing accounting science. It's so shocking, like the love for it just disappeared. I don't regret anything. I'm happy where I am, and yeah, everything is medicine to me. I love medicine. And yeah, that's it. That's how I ended up here, basically. That's my story. And before I actually end this video, I'll just like to give a few tips on how to get into medicine from high school, some requirements. And tip number 1, I would say apply to as many medical schools as you can. Actually, just apply to all of them if you can, or almost all of them, because that actually increases your chances of getting into medicine. The competition is high. Most people want to be doctors out there. Competition is really, really high. So applying to many medical schools increases your chances of making it into the career field. I know we all want vets, we all want to go to UCT, we all want to go to the universities of our choice, but sometimes, yeah, if you really love the career, if you really want to be a doctor, apply to as many universities as possible. They all give the same degree, guys. We're all gonna be doctors. Yeah. Tip number 2, I would like to tell you guys to actually work hard. I feel like competition is too high. Requirements to study medicine are a level 5, I think, in maths and physics or life science, which is like a 65. The last time I checked, it was a 65. But guys, people are getting distinctions out there. Yeah, guys, try to study as much as you can and try to like obtain an average of 75 plus at least to fall within the competition range, because competition is really high. I've seen learners who obtain 7 distinctions actually fail to actually get into this degree, and I've seen learners with an average of 85 plus also fail to get into the degree. So work hard and get good marks, because competition is very, very high. Lastly, the tip that I would like to give is the fact that usually after you've applied, universities give provisional acceptance letters, so keep track of communications. I think vets communicates the most, and also UP used to communicate, and other universities do communicate, and they want you to accept that offer within a specific number of days. So if you miss those days, you miss the offer. So keep track of your emails, read your emails. If you've used a guardian's or a parent's email address, tell that person to actually tell you if there's any communication that was sent by the university. I think that's all from me, and thank you for watching my video, guys. Thank you. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. I'm new here and I'm about to offer you massive content. I'm actually willing to offer you the content that you want. So like my video, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at miss.pennelope. Thank you.